bollocks. Oh, bollocks. Okay. Yeah, that didn't work. Alright everyone, the Kawasaki ZX-9R. Now recently we did a video on bump starting a motorcycle, and we did that on the wifey's Kawasaki Ninja 125. And a few of you said, try doing that on something a little bit bigger. Try doing that on your ZX-9R 1400, for example, which we will get to at some point later on this year. I want to try and make this into a little mini series about bikes that you can bump start and bikes that you can't bump start. So we're going to see if I can do it on this old bike, and it does start up just fine. The ZX-9R startups absolutely fine, that's normal, there's no issues there. But let's see if it's actually possible to do this on your own. Right, now I've taken my gloves off to try and give me a little bit more grip, but this is going to be difficult, I think. Well, let's see. Alrighty, so the process is pick the bike up off the kickstand, turn on the ignition, and then you've got to try and get it into second gear. So we're going to put the foot underneath the lever like that. We're going to lift up on the lever and try and push the bike forward if we can, if it will let me. No, it's not going to go. Yeah, this bike's got a positive neutral, so you are going to struggle getting it into second gear. Right, we might have to try it in first, but the reason why you want to do it in second is because you're using mechanical advantage to get a little bit more rotation out of the crankshaft, so it should make it a little bit easier to bump start. But we'll try it in first. We'll see if we can get enough speed on the bike. I'm not convinced. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, do I really want to waste energy trying to bump start the bike in first gear when I know second gear is going to be better? Alright, what we'll do, we'll try one bump start in first gear. Let's see. Right. Now, I'm going to move the bike back a little bit. That might be another video idea. Can you bump start it going backwards? You can with a car in reverse, but I don't know if you... No, that wouldn't work, would it, on a bike? Alright. Let's see. So we've got to push the bike now as fast as we can. And we're going to dump the clutch. Okay. Yeah, that didn't work. Yeah, this is going to be a difficult one today, I think. In a bit, we'll try going down a hill. I think that's not going to be a problem, but if you're on a nice flat road, well, is it still doable? That's the question that we're trying to answer today. Well, so far, it's not looking that doable, is it? But yeah, getting it into second is actually really difficult. This isn't an issue, actually, that I was expecting today. Yeah, interesting. So all I'm trying to do is rock the bike forward and backwards with the clutch pulled in, see if I can get past that neutral gate into second gear. Okay. Interesting. Bet you the bike's got to be doing a certain speed to get it into second gear. Well, I'll tell you what, let's try a bump start from the top of the hill, and let's see if we can do it in first. I suspect that we can, but we're probably going to have to be going quite quick to get it working. I don't know. Let's see. Right. Let's turn the bike back on again. Get it into first. There we go. It's in first. Right. Let's roll it down this hill. Got to be going a little bit faster than this, I think. Right. Let's see if it works. I don't think it's fast enough. Come on, come on. 15 mile an hour. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, first gear does work. Alright. You haven't got to be getting it too fast, so I wonder if we can get it in first gear. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a bigger run up. Right, here we go. kickstand up, first gear, ignition on, pull clutch in, and let's run as fast as we can. Oh, it was close. That was close, you know. It nearly went. Let's try one more time. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I'm gonna be knackered. Oh, no. Oh, bollocks. Couldn't go fast enough. Oh well. One other thing to mention about this is that this is a warm bike as well. If it's a total cold start, oh, it's even harder. At that point, you definitely need a hill of some kind, or at least someone pushing you. But I mean, can they get you up to 10 mile an hour from pushing you? Yeah, that's the question. And that's going to be really hard. So, okay. So, bump starting one of these is really hard, alright? I did mention that in our 125cc bump start video. Trying to do that yourself on a 125 or a smaller bike is okay, but if you're looking at, I don't know, maybe 600 and over, maybe that's when you're going to really struggle, at least if you're trying to do it on your own. And, well, I mean, this has given me at least some insights into how it's gonna work, or how difficult it's gonna be if you're trying to bump start any of the other bikes. So the ZH2 or the ZR 1400, they are much heavier than the ZX-9R as well. So I nearly got it, all right? I nearly got it going. It was close. It was really close, and we will try one more time to see if we can do that. Maybe I'll go the other direction, because I've got a slight downhill going that way. But the problem is, when you're running at full speed and you're trying to bump start this bike, it's more difficult to control. Yeah, 'cause the weight is being thrown around a little bit more, and I don't know, the last thing you want is tripping over like the frame sliders or something like that. That would be absolutely horrendous. But yeah, we'll turn the bike around and we'll see if I can do it in the opposite direction instead. So with this, I'm going to try and give myself the best advantage possible, as you've got to, really, when you're trying to do this yourself. You've got to give yourself the best possible chance of getting this done in a few attempts, because otherwise you're going to be way too knackered to do it yourself otherwise. Right, okay. Right, so the bike is already in first gear. Right, here we go. Come on. Oh no, the ignition's not on. That's why I was looking at the needle and it wasn't going anywhere. Oh, bollocks. Okay. Let's try it again. I mean, I suppose you just take your time with it. Do run, give yourself a bit of a break. Do it again. Because, I mean, well, for my top speed, I don't know, running wise, I think I'd be lucky if I topped out at 15 mile an hour. So, give yourself a break. Make sure you are giving it 100%. Right, okay. Bike is in first. The ignition is on this time. I was so close that one time. That's what's giving me hope right now that I'm going to be able to do this. As well, with all your leathers and everything like that, your helmet. Maybe doing it without a helmet and your jacket might be a good idea. Okay, here we go. I think I've got enough of rest. Let's see. The hardest bit, the first bit. Once you get it rolling. Alright. Come on. I got it. Oh, I got it. Oh, man. Oh, I got it. Oh, Jesus. It can be done. If the bike is semi-warm to begin with, anyway. Oh, man. Just do it with the ignition on. But as I mentioned earlier, much easier doing it down a hill. The hill doesn't have to be that steep either. I didn't even get the needle to 10 mile an hour there. I think it was maybe 8, 9 mile an hour on the speedo. So as long as you can get there, you dump the clutch quickly enough, that should be enough to turn the bike over. I'm sure a lot of this comes down to technique, but I'm so glad I was able to get it going for this video, because I really wasn't sure. Especially after that first attempt anyway. Oh my goodness. Alright everyone, like some people have mentioned in the past, when it comes to these bigger bikes, the easiest thing to do is probably to get yourself a little jump pack, one that will fit in your pillion seat or something like that, or something you can carry around with you. That'll be just enough to crank the bike over and get it running. That of course is the easiest thing to do, but if you're like me and you're a bit of a dummy, then you don't have one, and even if you do, you don't bring it with you, because you think to yourself, oh no, the bike was fine this morning, it will run this afternoon, when that's probably when you need it. I remember there was one time where I'd gone to work in the morning, it was quite cold, gone to work in the morning, finished at 5 o'clock, got to the bike, and the bike wouldn't turn over whatsoever, even though it turned over fine in the morning, first thing in the morning. So you never know with these things. It is recommended to get yourself something like a jump pack, especially if you own a motorcycle like this. But anyway, thank you ever so much for watching this one. I hope you've had a laugh at my struggles trying to get the bike going, but it does work, and it's in first gear as well. This happened in first gear, which is absolutely fantastic. I really didn't think it was going to work in first gear, so I'm really happy that I was able to do that. And maybe that's how this motorcycle was designed to begin with, so it can be bump started in first gear. I don't know, I'll have to do a little bit of research on that, but if you can get your bike into second gear, it'll probably be a little bit easier for you. But anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. Leave a like, get subscribed, and we'll catch you all in the next video. Have a good one. Woo! Golly. Oh man. Right, let's go get some nachos.